Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I did want to just say something. I'm so sorry that I haven't been putting out enough videos or my Monday, Friday schedule every single week. Life has been getting so crazy recently, and with school and everything and finals, I was just really struggling. Since finals are done and school is over for the summer, I am going to try my hardest to put out videos 3 times a week, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday for you guys, and I'm super excited about that. I hope you guys are really enjoying my videos. I'm going to try and put my full effort into my channel this summer, and yeah, so I just wanted to tell you guys that. For today, I do have for you 10 products under $10. So these are all going to be drugstore products that I think are really good products for under $10. Now, I'm not saying these are like my favorite products, like my holy grail products, but I do think these are really good products and they are worth your money if you're going to spend the money. I did do a video that was products under $5 that I loved, that were my favorite. Now, I won't be including any of those products from that video because obviously if they're under 5, they're under 10, but I wanted to include products that were over $5 but under $10 that I think are worth your money. So here are 10 of those items. So I'm just going to start off with a foundation. One of my most loved foundations from the drugstore is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. Now I will, if I can, put the prices on the screen somewhere so you guys can see that. And I did use Walmart for the majority of the pricings, so if they're not exactly accurate, it's because I used Walmart, and you know, things can be different prices at different places. But anyway, so I love this foundation. I love the matte version of it because I am oily. You probably heard me say that 1,000 times, but I am oily, and I just prefer the matte version because I do think it does a really good job at keeping me matte all day and not being excessive and showing my oils and stuff. I mean, I still do get oily, but that's gonna happen no matter what. But I think this is a really good foundation, and it has really good medium to full buildable coverage. I think it looks beautiful on the skin. It doesn't emphasize anything strange. It doesn't melt off my face all throughout the day. And yeah, I just think this is a really good foundation, and it's definitely worth your money. Next, I actually have another foundation I would like to talk about, and this is the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundation. Now, this is a little bit different for me because this has more of a natural to slightly dewy finish. I've really been loving this foundation though. I know I used it a lot last year, and you can tell that I'm already almost halfway done with the foundation, but I recently picked this up again, and I've really been loving the way it looks on my skin. I feel like it's kind of comparable to the It Cosmetics CC cream, and I've really been loving that one, and it's more of a natural finish, and I just think it looks really nice on my skin. Now, I will say that I don't think I'll be able to wear this during the really hot summer months because down here in Texas it gets really hot, and my makeup does tend to melt off my face because A, it's hot, and B, I'm oily, and it doesn't mix well. But I do think this is a really good foundation, especially if you are a dry girl. I think you will like this. It looks healthy on your skin, hence the name. It just looks like your skin, but super hydrated and healthy, and I've been loving this foundation, and I definitely think it's worth your money. So the next product I want to talk about is kind of different. This is the Formula 10.0.6 Seriously Shine-Free Mattifying Oil-Free Moisturizer. This is what the packaging looks like. It's green and white, and the way I like to use this is actually as a primer. So I use this as my moisturizer slash primer before I'm getting ready. So I apply my primer water, and then I like to put this on, and I do feel like it does make a difference because it is the moisturizer. It does give me moisture, but it's also mattifying my skin at the same time, and it does have a little bit of a tackiness to it, so I feel like it is a good primer. Now, it's not going to minimize pores or reduce lines or anything. It is strictly for keeping you matte, so I have really been loving this one, and you guys should totally check it out. Okay, so this is a love of mine, especially recently. I've been using this for the past 2 months, and I just had to tell someone about it, so I'm going to talk to you guys about it. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Contour. I love this thing to death. I definitely think it's worth your money. I'm not a really big cream kind of girl. I just don't like the process of having to apply the cream, blend out the cream, and then sometimes it takes away foundation, it does whatever. Anywho, this is a much easier alternative. So it's just a cushion bronzer, and it looks like this. It's very warm, and I thought it wasn't going to work for my skin because in the pan it looks super dark, but it's actually not as dark as you would think. My favorite way to apply this is to take my sponge, dip it in there, and then apply it on top of my skin. And I love to put this underneath my bronzer anyway, because I feel like it gives me, like, it makes my bronzer look better and stay in place longer throughout the day, and I've really been loving it. I do wear it on its own occasionally, and I still do love it by itself. I think it's a great cushion bronzer, and this is just a really great product from them, and I think it is, like, if you're wanting to try out like creams but you're also scared of them, this is an easier alternative because this blends so easily. It's more like a liquid instead of a cream, and I just think it's definitely worth a try. So the next thing I have to talk about is the Catrice Prime and Fine Professional Contouring Palette. Now it looks like this. It comes with a contour side and then it comes with a highlighting side. Now I have mine in the shade 010 Ashy Radiance, and I feel like this is a perfect contour color for me. I love the more like ashy kind of look, and this is made for more light skin tones or fair skin tones, and I am fair. But I really do love this contour. I think it does a really great job of chiseling out the cheeks and looking really good. Now the highlight, on the other hand, I don't use this highlight very much. There is like a break in it, but that's because I took it traveling one time and I dropped it. So that's not because I love it so much. I have been using it, but again, it's not my favorite. It's more subtle, and I kind of prefer a more blending, like in your face highlight, just because that's my preference. But I do use this on days where I want to just be a little more minimal with my makeup and kind of be more like glowy, like a glow from within type look. I think this is a really great find from Catrice to check out if you're interested in a contour little kit. The next thing I have for you guys is from Milani Instant Glow Powder, or in other words, highlighter in the shade Strobelight. I think Milani's highlighters are beautiful. They have a wonderful formula. It's absolutely stunning on the skin. Now this is the lightest one they have, which it is a pinky tone, so if you're not into pink tones, then I would stay away from this. And if you are fair skinned, the next one up is kind of more, it's champagne, but it's also darker, so I don't know how well it would work for your skin tone. I am not someone who's like totally in love with pink highlights, but I do like my pink highlight every now and then, and I think this is a great drugstore option. I love the formula of this. It's so blinding. It's in your face, so it's not for the faint of heart. I think that this would be a really nice purchase for someone who's looking for a really stunning, beautiful highlight from the drugstore and doesn't want to pay too much money. I think this would be a really good option for you guys. Next, we're going to move on to eyes. So I did talk about a lot, like basically all of my Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes in my last video of the makeup products under $5. So I didn't want to mention any of those today, although those are my favorites, and I am planning on doing like a holy grail like thing, or best palettes at the drugstore kind of thing. So I did want to talk about this one though, because I don't think I've mentioned it before. This is the LA Girl Eye Luxe Mesmerizing Little Eyeshadow Quad, and I have mine in the shade Urbanize. I just think this palette is so nice. Like, if you're missing a white or cream bone shade from a palette, I just dig into this. It also has like a nice warm crease color that I tend to use. And then I love this cool tone brown shade right here. It is absolutely stunning. I love to just throw this in my crease and then like run out the door and I'm good to go. It is so beautiful. And then there is this gray shade at the top right here. It's not black, but it is gray, and you can build it up to make it look a little darker if you were wanting to. But what I love about this palette is, first of all, it's all mattes, and I love my matte shadows. Like, mattes are one of my favorite things. And this palette is just so nice. Like, for the price you're paying for it, I know there's only 4 eyeshadows, but look at the pan sizes. Like, this is huge. It's amazing. They blend so well. I've been so surprised by this palette, how quickly it's become one of my favorites. Like, looking at it, it looks like nothing special, but honestly, like, any time that I'm lacking a shade that I really want in a palette that I need for a look, I just pull this out and I just use this, and it has been such a lifesaver. I love it so much, and it is totally worth your money. Now, this is the only one I have in the line, but I'm definitely looking into getting more because I really love this quad. The next thing I have to talk about is also from LA Girl, and you've heard me talk about this so many times, I need to shut up about it, but I won't. This is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Medium Brown. I love this brow pencil. I think it is definitely worth your money, and I go through brow pencils like water because I don't have brows and I have to draw on a lot. And so I think for the price that I'm paying and the longevity and like how it glides on and how it stays put on my eyes all day, I think it is perfect. I think this is something you should definitely check out if you're looking for a really good brow pencil at the drugstore. I think it's totally worth your money, and this has become my favorite brow pencil ever. Okay, this was a really hard decision for me to make because I love lip products so much. This has quickly become one of my favorite lipsticks, and this is the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine lipstick in the shade 900 Glossy Fawn. Now this is a beautiful, beautiful color. I absolutely love it. The packaging is stunning. The color is stunning. What I love about it so much is that it is like a glossy, like your lips, but better. It is not too much gloss, but it's not like super matte, like suck the life out of you either. It is just a beautiful color. It is very comfortable to wear. It fades off the lips very beautifully. It doesn't have that weird smell that like most L'Oreal lipsticks have. I hate the smell of L'Oreal lipsticks, but this one doesn't have it, and I think this is just like perfect. I want to try more colors from the line, and I would totally recommend it. The next thing I want to recommend to you guys is a setting spray. Now this is one of my favorites from the drugstore, probably one of the only ones that I really like have enjoyed from the drugstore that I notice makes a difference. And this is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I know a lot of people love this and people rave about this, and it's for a reason. It's just really good. I feel like I notice a difference, it melting all my powders together and it making my makeup last a little bit longer throughout the day, and I really love that. Obviously I need to pick up a new one because there's like nothing left in there. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, I will be picking up a new one of these soon, but I absolutely love this, and I definitely think it's worth the money. Okay, so that was all 10 products, but I did want to throw in one bonus item because I feel like in a makeup stash you do need this. I did want to mention that my favorite sponge from the drugstore under $10 would definitely have to be the Real Techniques blending sponge. I don't even know the real name of it. The Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I've been trying to test out a lot of different drugstore beauty blender type things for an upcoming video of like a battle of the blenders, and I know I've said that before and I'm gonna do it one of these days. So anyway, I just really love this. I think it's definitely like a staple item to have in your makeup collection, and I don't think it's necessary to purchase the beauty blender anymore because this thing exists and I think it's wonderful. Also, don't mind that it's so nasty and dirty and gross. I just used it to put on my makeup, so we're gonna ignore that. But anyway, yeah, I do think this is definitely worth the money. Alright guys, and that is everything I have for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you have any of these products and you think they are great, let me know down below, or if there's anything that I missed that's under $10 that is definitely worth your money, let me know down in the comments. Again guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It means a lot to me and I really appreciate the time that you took out to watch my video. I hope you guys are having a great day or night wherever you are, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye! Why are we out of battery? Why does this always happen to me? I mean, I still do get, well, I can't speak, but I feel like I need to breathe.